Angels Care Home Health, serving Hayes and the surrounding areas, is a Medicare-certified home health agency providing quality skilled nursing and restorative therapy services to patients in their homes.
I love the nurses that come and see me.
Angels Care is there to help 24 hours a day, and all services are covered 100% by Medicare for patients who are eligible.
Since I've learned about Angel Care, I would recommend them to anybody.
Angels Care Home Health. We serve patients.
Eagle Community Television presents Community Connection with your host, Mike Cooper.
Hello and welcome again to Community Connection from Eagle Community Television. Thanks for watching, and thanks as always to the producer and editor of our series, Jeff Durall. Also joining us from Eagle Community Television on camera 2, Brandon Cooley. Our Community Connection today focuses on the Director of Transition and Student Conduct. We're at Sheridan Hall, second floor on the campus of Fort Hays State University with Brett Bruner, who joins us today to talk about an award that was recently received by Fort Hays State University. Well, let's begin, if we could, Brett, with a little definition here. The areas of responsibility for your office as Director of Transition and Student Conduct. What's that all about?
Absolutely. So the two primary pieces of transition student conduct, the first is that of transition. So we provide support for all students as they're thinking about navigating their transition into college. So whether that be pre-college with the Hispanic College Institute that this award was for, or once they've decided to come to Fort Hays, their new student orientation and the entire process as they navigate that entire first year as they're navigating the transition into Fort Hays State University. We also provide support for parents and family members because we know that they're also going through a transition as their student begins here. The second piece of my job in the area of transition student conduct is that of student conduct, and so it's all about helping students learn from the choices that they make in terms of if it's something that they're taking away from the community, that they're being educated about that. So we really try to uphold the Tiger Pact, which is our student honor code, and helping students realize that all their choices that they make are a symbol of that honor code.
Is that honor code part of what's displayed on the wall here at the Student Affairs Office?
Absolutely, absolutely. So the honor code was an initiative by our Student Government Association about 2 years ago that really they wanted to put it into words what it means to be a Tiger and what all of our responsibilities are. So that honor code, that Tiger Pact is the name of it, is really that driving force. And so when a student makes a poor decision, we can have that conversation about how that action maybe did not reflect the mission of what it means to be a Tiger.
The Office of Transition is certainly something that's very simple to define, and yet there are a lot of moving parts to it, aren't there, Brett?
There are. Transition is always evolving, and so when you originally think back to what transition used to be maybe 20 years ago, it really was a one and done piece. So helping students begin college, and now that whole idea of transition begins before they arrive to begin their first year, all the way through their first year, and even into their second year or their third year, and providing the support for all of the pieces, parents, family members, siblings, and the students themselves.
Let's talk a little about the award itself. The Fort Hays State University Hispanic College Institute was recently selected as a recipient of the 2017 National Outstanding New Program Award from the NASPA, Student Affairs Administrators in Higher Education, Latino, Latina, Knowledge Community. Let's start with the NASPA. What's that, Brett?
Absolutely. So NASPA is NASPA, the National Association of Student Personnel Administrators. It's the largest association internationally for those people who work in student affairs, whether you are a vice president for student affairs to a graduate student who wants to become a student affairs professional. Each year about 8,000 members arrive for an annual conference. Our annual conference was about a month and a half ago this past year in March, and it's that educational opportunity and professional association for anybody regardless of functional area within student affairs.
Wow,
yes. That
is a big deal,
It
Brett.
is, it is.
The award was presented in San Antonio at the annual conference, and Dr. Keegan Nichols also joined you for that award. Talk about that experience, would you?
You know, it was an amazing experience. So the Latina Knowledge Community is one of 33 knowledge communities within NASPA, and the Latina Knowledge Community, or the LKC Knowledge Community, really focuses on not only serving student affairs professionals who identify as Latino or Latina, but also recognizing campuses and individuals for their service to support this growing student population. It also happened to be the 15th year of the LKC, and so it was an exciting opportunity to be there at the awards ceremony, where not only were we able to receive the award, but be a part of hundreds of other people who were in attendance at that ceremony to really celebrate the 15th anniversary of the LKC's existence.
Brett, go into some of the details on what Fort Hays State does and is doing that led to that award.
Absolutely. So we were recognized for this award with our efforts over last year with the launching of the Hispanic College Institute, or HCI. The Hispanic College Institute is a 4-day, 3-night, you might call it a summer bridge or college preparatory program for rising high school juniors and seniors. Last summer, we brought 72 rising high school juniors and seniors from across Kansas, Colorado, and Missouri to campus for this experience. Our ultimate goal is to help them realize that college, and even college at Fort Hays State University, is a viable opportunity and access for them. And so our efforts with HCI in making it truly a collaborative piece. It was myself, Dr. Nichols, Tricia Klein, and the amazing staff members in the admissions office, the Center for Student Involvement staff members, community members, the amazing faculty and staff who gave of their time during those 4 days last year. This award is really a collaborative effort between all of us in terms of our support to help Latino and Latina high school students realize that college is a viable option for them.
Well, that's what I wondered about. Who got involved in this? And it sounds like the entire university practically was involved, Brett.
We did. From everybody from faculty members who hosted various workshops or deep dive sessions to community members who gave of their time. We had a number of community members who came in to judge the talent show or the issues to action, in which small groups of students were challenged to think about what is an issue affecting their local communities and what would they do to solve that issue. So we had community members who came in and volunteered their time. Alumni came back to participate in our Hispanic Stars networking reception. To current students, we had about 30 current students at Fort Hays who volunteered those 4 weeks as small group leaders and really tried to build that community to the Division of Student Affairs and beyond. So it truly was a campus effort to really help support rising high school students realize that college is a viable option.
I suppose that there will be another one this coming summer?
There is. So the third week of July or June this year will be the second Hispanic College Institute. We've already started receiving applications from rising high school juniors and seniors from across the state and into Colorado, and we are very excited about continuing to evolve the Hispanic College Institute.
So the word's getting out, apparently.
The word is definitely getting out, absolutely.
We had some 70 students, you said, participate in the first one. What are the numbers looking like now?
You know, our numbers are still right on track right now. We're continuing to collect applications, and we've got a few more seats open, and so we're excited to really see how our numbers will continue to grow.
And of course, obviously, once again, a lot of the involvement of the university in a welcoming atmosphere.
I think through the Hispanic College Institute, it shows one avenue, one way that we are continuing to help support and welcome all students as they begin their transition into Fort Hays State University and wrap their arms around with another avenue of support for them.
Do the numbers, the increased numbers here in this coming year and the applications that are coming in, do you think that that reflects the push the community is making toward them?
I would definitely hope so. I think, so last year we selected, the participants were rising high school juniors and seniors, so I think we'll eventually, hopefully, start seeing more and more of those students who will transition over and actually become Fort Hays State University students over the next couple years.
What about the difference, perhaps, if there is a difference in focus, from serving other students, whether they be Asian students, Black, Anglo, Hispanic, whatever the case may be?
Absolutely. So in addition to the Hispanic College Institute, we have also begun really a concerted effort to focus our initiatives on supporting first-generation college students, regardless of race or ethnicity. We continue to see more and more first-generation college students arriving to Fort Hays State University. So we've developed some various programs and initiatives to really support any student who identifies as the first in their family to go to college. We know that a lot of the research and the literature identifies that first-generation college students just need some validation, and they're lacking a sense of belonging. So what programs, events, services, and interventions can we put into place to help support them and and realize that Fort Hays State University can provide that sense of home and that sense of belonging for them.
Well, and that's part of what the family support's all about too. With a first generation, this is a whole new area for families as well, Brett.
Absolutely. Our goal in working with parents and families we believe in the mantra of parents and families as partners. We want to partner with parents and families for the success of their student. And so our goal is to educate our parents and families, whether they went to college or they didn't go to college or where they're geographically from, provide them with the same resources that we would share with the student. So if a student calls home to a parent or a family member, that parent or family member feels educated and can be a partner with the university in their student success.
One of the aspects, of course, obviously, that has to play into this is the financial obligation. Tell us about the finances involved and how Fort Hays State works with these incoming students or potential students to be able to help with financing.
Absolutely. So through the Hispanic College Institute, we've had some amazing community support from donors that we are able to provide various scholarship opportunities for those 72 students who do come and participate in the Hispanic College Institute. The issues to action part of that, which I described a little bit earlier, that competition in small groups, that winning group is able to receive an additional scholarship opportunity. And we have some very, very gracious community members who have also offered to pay the application fee for any student who does come to the Hispanic College Institute. So we're trying to remove some of those financial barriers that we know serve as stressors for Hispanic and first-generation college students.
And as far as those students that are coming during the summer, June, you say, is when the next College Institute arrivals will occur. But what about numbers as far as those that actually translate to students? Are they looking pretty good with this first year in this brand new program?
Yeah, so we'll really be able to identify those numbers beginning next year as we start to really see some of those transition over. Our definite hope is that those numbers of participants will transition into Fort Hays students. That's our primary goal, but a secondary goal is just to help these students realize that college access is available for them, whether it be Fort Hays ideally or somewhere else. But maybe if it might be a community college, then we can get them as a transfer student.
And what about the outreach to the community itself, that is the Hays and the area community of the county and such?
Absolutely. So without the support of our community, the Hispanic College Institute would not be what it is. We talked about the number of volunteers that we have used in the past and we continue to use to make the program a success. We also utilize, this year we're making a much more concerted effort to really connect those students to realize what is available in Hays. So with the support of Melissa Dixon at the Hays Convention and Visitor Bureau, I'm really trying to provide them an avenue to see what all is available in the city of Hays. So we're excited about that new addition to the program because we know that students, if they're choosing to come to an institution, they also have to be receptive of that local community that's in. And so the HCI would truly not be what it is without all of the amazing community members who play a role in it.
Well, it's good to hear the outreach of the community toward the students because, again, it's a two-way street, isn't it?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Our guest today on the Community Connection, by the way, the Latina Knowledge Community's Outstanding New Program Award is to recognize an NASPA member university that's created new programs or services to better support and serve the Latino college community. And from what Brett's told us, obviously Fort Hays State is on the right path for that. From Sheridan Hall on the campus of Fort Hays State University, the Director of Transition and Student Conduct, Brett Bruner, our Community Connection.
Angels Care Home Health, serving Hays and the surrounding areas, is a Medicare-certified home health agency providing quality skilled nursing and restorative therapy services to patients in their homes.
My Angel Care physical therapist taught me how to do exercises safely.
Angels Care is there to help 24 hours a day, and all services are covered 100% by Medicare for patients who are eligible.
It gives us independence in our home.
Angels Care Home Health. We serve patients.